in danger.
He is in danger. And VoiD was another one of those players I mentioned earlier who walked by a setup and said, like, man, that smoke character is sick. And he just instantly wanted to play Forsburn as a result of that. Jackie Peanuts immediately pressing the aggressive. Not resorting to pure boulder play either. And now it's actually a chance for VoiD to get himself a nice juggle, getting a solid amount of damage. But this is Kragg, so it's going to take more than that.
Yeah, as far as like characters with long-reaching combos go, this seems like a good fit for VoiD. But I'm curious as far as like what intricacies of the matchup is he going to have to worry about the most. Because I feel like Kragg isn't that common of an opponent, right?
He's one of the most common in like the top 48 area of bracket, right? Like in terms of high level play, I think Kragg is the most common, but then in top level play, it's so rare for a Kragg to like break in past 7th place at a major.
Like, I feel like this is a character that we see fairly often just because a lot of the Kragg mains either perform well or travel a lot. So by association, you're bound to see the character.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, how often are you going to have a good practice partner?
Yeah.
Like, how much are you going to be able to study?
That, especially considering how different historically online has been, though with the better ping, you know, we'll find out, sure enough. But Boulder's still coming out good for Peanuts. And the big thing is, like, he's getting hit by a lot of these smaller Forsburn hits, but I think his experience against the character is making him hard to track down with an actual confirm. He's already got VoiD up to 113%. Getting caught by the boulder on the roll inward, but still alive. And I love this setup.
No.
This is such a mean setup. But VoiD makes it through. Okay. VoiD's done some homework, or he's a fast thinker at the very least.
Oh, no, yeah. Like, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
Like, VoiD is still a talented player, but the cards are stacked against him, but it's still a fair game. That being said, Jackie going to take the lead.
Yeah, a full stock ahead. VoiD, I love the way that like VoiD slowly inches towards Peanuts. He's very cautious about how he's approaching the neutral.
I love that because in a lot of VoiD play that we see, at least as far as Smash Ultimate is concerned, and even so in Smash 4, he's very movement-oriented. He's very concerned of how he's going to position himself, how he's going to get from point A to point B. And even though it's a bit slower paced here in Rivals, it's still evident that VoiD cares a lot about, like, all right, I have to get there. How am I going to do it? Am I going to get blown up for doing it this way or the other way? So on and so forth. And just like that, we brought ourselves to a fairly tight game.
Yeah, a beautiful lineup into the back here. Jackie Peanuts trying to set up something a little bit spicy with that bowler. Doing it again, putting... Ooh. I don't know what happened to VoiD there. He just kind of went to the bottom base of the pillar and died. I was watching Jackie Peanuts set up the Rube Goldberg edge guard, which is... he just put the boulder on there and let them break the pillar, and they'll spike themselves.
So dumb. It's so dumb.
And could you just run it right back to Ethereal Gates as well? I think VoiD's just looking for the really large blast zones here to help him live as long as possible. That's my main theory.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, GP. I feel like it's not really the stage that's going to have that large of an impact so much as like anything that's going to give VoiD more time to figure out what's going on. Because like he seems to know his combos fairly well.
That was nice. Wow, just mixing that parry right after the up tilt. That reminds me of like in Smash where you time your throw right as Snake's grenade goes off for the invincibility. Yeah,
like and good reactions like that are another key feature of VoiD's play. So the fact that these are common in Rivals, despite VoiD himself not being found commonplace here, is nice.
Yeah. He's got a great sense, too. The moment that Peanuts touched the ground, right, VoiD immediately backed off, went to center stage, didn't even deal with that down special.
That being said, how goofy Rock is as an entity, and whether or not it's Big Rock or the Pebbles as projectiles seems to be putting a bit of a damper on VoiD's game plan.
He is a lot more consciously playing around it, because he's trying to maneuver around it as well, and that's how Peanuts has found some of his kills, is just like catching VoiD, like trying to jump over what the arc would be, and then Peanuts jumps up in up airs. Oh no. Okay, yeah, VoiD just barely staying out of range of that forward air. Just jabbing his way past that corner pressure.
Okay. Good positioning on VoiD as well. He got himself really close in on Jackie before Jackie had a chance to respond. The Hail Mary forward strong from out deep got it done.
That is one of the Kragg stories that every beginner has, is the first time you get popped up by the pillar, and then they do something cheesy to kill you immediately because your initial gut reactions aren't usually the right ones for the pillar situation. Usually, like the thing is when you get caught with Kragg pillar, you're in frame advantage over the Kragg, so you can actually do something aggressive. You don't need to parry or air dodge.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
I guess no pillar shenanigans from out deep from that time. This is, dare I say, doable.
You dared. And it wasn't actually doable.
Not at all.
Jackie Peanuts getting 100 peanuts of his own off of this win on VoiD. Sure, very happy to have this, the main expense of one of the big, you know, the weights of travel lifted off his shoulders. And this early into loser's bracket, too. This is a load off your mind. It's like, hey, you know what? No matter what happens in this set,
it's a really nice
I'm
constellation.
doing nice, yeah. VoiD, of course, I'm so happy to see Ultimate players not only playing this game, but doing well enough to make it out of pools.
Right.
And I'm actually excited to see him like keep playing because it looks like him and Fullstream are getting along really well, both in this game and in Ultimate as sparring partners. So hopefully I get to see more of VoiD because I know both of us having seen him play so much in Smash Brothers, especially his instinct for follow-ups, playing a character like Forsburn that we see have such an extensive combo tree thanks to Cake Assault and the way he plays. I don't know if you know the story behind Cake Assault and his OS tag.
No, actually.
So the OS stands for operating system, right? And it's a joke that Cake Assault had, which is just, I think you could program the perfect, unescapable Forsburn follow-ups, right? Like he thinks that it's